Hello students, welcome to the Crazy Science. আমি তোমাদের biology teacher. আমি এসেছি আরেকটা নতুন পার্ট নিয়ে of the morphology of the flowering plant এর, যেটা আমরা লাস্ট ডেতে পড়েছিলাম. We know the last ডেতে আমরা পড়েছিলাম about what? About the entire part of the root system and the modification of the root, and this part in this class I'm going to start the stem and the leaves part. এরপর আমরা inflorescence and other parts গুলো দেখবো, and within just one class I will try to complete the rest part of it. Okay, so in the morphology of the each part of the morphology is important. Last time root দেখেছিলাম, root system, fibrous, step root, advantageous root I'm talked about, modification দেখেছিলাম, and now stem and leaves দেখবো. Okay, let's begin the class. So I'm starting with the stem. In this part, stem এর মধ্যে দেখতে পাচ্ছ stem, and then stem এর পরে modification of the stem, and then one by one after leaves I will start. Okay, so the stem I am going to talk in this particular, this what is stem? Stem টা মানেটা কি সেটা আমরা সবাই জানি যে stem, flower stem, how they look, as we are studying the angiospermic plants. So we all know that what it is. আমরা সবাই জানি যে এটা কি, তো ওটার ব্যাপারে morphology has given to tell you that exact scenario of the entire system. ঠিক আছে, তো this is the ascending part of the axis bearing branch. Axis bearing branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It develops from the plumule of the embryo. তো embryo plumule থেকে এটা made up হয়েছে, and এমন একটা ব্রাঞ্চ এটা exist থেকে থাকে. Okay, তো basically stem টা কি? Stem টা is kind of, that is the most important, where it bears the, এটা কি bear করে নিয়ে যায়? It bears the leaf and then flower, right? And then flower, তো অনেক কিছু জিনিস এটার মধ্যে থাকে, and also the fruits also they bear. So it's quite strong kind of structure. Stem bears the nodes and internodes. So as I say, the node, internode means this particular যেখান থেকে, from where the actual leaf starts, this is called the node, and this is called the second node. Okay, in between the node we call it internode. Okay, in between the nodes, this is node number 1, this is node number 2. In between nodes, the gap ta thake, this gap is called the internodes. All right, stem bears a node in the nodes, region of the stem where leaves are born, called the nodes. As I said, যেখান থেকে leaves টা start হয়, this is called nodes, and there is another nodes, and in between nodes the gap is present, is called the internode. Okay. The main function of stem is spreading branches, bearing leaves and flowers and fruits. It also conducts the water and minerals from the roots to leaves and product of the photosynthesis. So we all know that how much stem it is important. The way the roots are important, stems are equally important, because stems are the basic important, this is the axis, most strong part of the plant, and where the all kind of other several parts of the plant are resided. So here the main function is to just carry or to conduct the nutrients, to conduct the minerals from the roots to the leaves and other parts. Okay, some stem perform the special functions like the storage of the fruit and support, protection and vegetative propagation, right? So these are the different rest of the functions, but main function, if you ask, this is what, and these are the additional function. Okay, to storage, to support, to protect, to vegetative function, propagation, other things they do. ঠিক আছে? All right. Next part is modification of the stem. How the stems gets modified, কিভাবে তার modification টা হয়, and actual টা কি লাগে তাদের দেখতে. Okay, the underground stem of potato, ginger and turmeric are modified to store the food. তো আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড যেগুলো একদম মাটির নিচে হয়, those are grown under the soil. In that one, potato, we know the potato একদম আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড এ থাকে, একদম নিচে থাকে, and which also swallow it. Potato অনেকটা এরকম থাকে না, রাইট? তো পটেটো এরকম থাকে। জিঞ্জার আমরা জানি জিঞ্জার ডাজন্ট হ্যাভ দ্য অ্যাকচুয়াল শেপ, যে কোনো শেপে ওটাকে ড্র করে দাও। জিঞ্জার ডাজ নট হ্যাভ দ্যাট কাইন্ড অফ এনি শেপ। অ্যান্ড টার্মারিক, টার্মারিক হলুদ যেটা থাকে, হলুদে কোনো এরকম শেপ থাকে না, যে কোনো একটা স্ট্রাকচারে তুমি ড্র করতে পারো, কাইন্ড অফ জিঞ্জার টাইপও দেখতে লাগে। তো দে অল আর দ্য মডিফাইড টু স্টোর দ্য ফুড। তো ওরা হলো আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড স্টেম, যেটা মাটির নিচে থাকে, সয়েলে থাকে। দেয়ার বডি অলসো কন্টেইন লট অফ নিউট্রিয়েন্টস হিয়ার, okay, and they also act as an organ of the perenniation in unfavorable condition. ঠিক আছে, তো তাদের অর্গান পেরিনেশনের সাথে কানেক্টেড, and in condition unfavorable. See, favorable and unfavorable, two types of condition can come. They based on the where you are living. So in the basically in the favorable one, they just do their way of যেভাবে তারা থাকে, যেভাবে থাকে আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ডে থাকে, they just intake the nutrition, everything they do. And unfavorable কি হয়, the situation gets changed here. এখানে situation change হয়ে যায়, and তাদের way of activating or the way of functioning তাদেরটা change করে দেয়, or the way of protecting nature. Stem tendrils help in plants to climb, as in cucumber, pumpkins and the grapes. So stem tendrils যেটা থাকে না, সেটা tendrils I'm talking about এরকম ভাবে যে একদম just a curly hairs এর মতো যেরকম থাকে না, ওদের যে স্ট্রাকচারটা, this is called the tendrils. And tendrils এ কি হয়, it is called the weak stem. Their stem is very weak, they are called the weak stem. And what they require, they need a support. They need a support to climb. They need a support to climb. All right, okay. The examples are the cucumber, pumpkins and grapes. Cucumber jane shosha, pumpkins means the kumro, and grapes means, we all know grapes means what? Grapes means that angur jegulo amra khai. The axillary bud of the stem, axillary buds of the stem may modified into woody, straight and pointed thorns, as in citrus and bougainvillea. So কিছু কিছু থাকে না, যে if I just draw a plant like this, a short plant if I draw, তো axial যেটা থাকে একটা টার্মিনাল থাকে, axial সাইডে মাইডে যেগুলো থাকে না, সাইডে মাইডে যে বার্ডস গুলো থাকে, এই বার্ডস গুলো they converted into the thorns. Thorns এ কনভার্ট হয়ে যায়। thorns means সেটাকে বলে কাটা। the simple buds যেগুলো থাকে, these buds converted into the thorns. They converted into the thorns, the simple buds. Okay, and examples are citrus fruit, any kind of citrus, okay, lemon tree they will get to see that there are axial buds gulo thakbe, je side je buds gulo thake tara kiche converted, they convert to thorns, means small kata they convert hoye jay. Plants of arid region modified their stem to flattened opuntia and fleshy cylindrical euphorbia, having the chlorophyll for the photosynthesis. So যে প্লান্টস গুলো, প্লান্টস অফ দ্য এরিড রিজিয়ন মিন্স, যেগুলো এরিড মিন্স বাতাসে বাঁচতে থাকে, যে প্লান্টস যে মানে সাপোজ স্টেম, মোর ওভার স্টেমের উপর কি থাকবে, ইউ উইল গেট টু সি দ্য leaves over there. So the leaves gulo bhasha thake, this is called the arid region, and that region is connected with the air, connected with the, or open to the nature, open to the air. This is called the arid region. And in this arid region tara ki kore, je থাকে না, যে তাদের স্টেম গুলোকে তো ফ্ল্যাটেন্ডে কনভার্ট করে, কিছু কিছু ফ্ল্যাশি সিলিন্ড্রিক্যালে কনভার্ট করে না। সো দেয়ার আর ডিফারেন্ট পার্টস দে ক্যান কনভার্ট, এন্ড দিস ইজ কল্ড দ্য মডিফিকেশন অফ সেল। নাও দ্য কেস ইজ why they modify themselves, why it is required to modification. Modification না হলে কি হতো, যেখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছ এরিড রিজন, then I said axial bud, then I said the tendrils. So this is how they are just changing, they're modifying themselves. Why it is required? যদি modification না হতো তাহলে কি হতো, what could happen, I mean if modification was not there, হতোটা কি, সেটা হলো ফ্যাক্টরটা। First of all, যদি modification করে কারণ to protect themselves, first of all to protect themselves for the better survival, for proper better nutrition purpose. To survival, nutrition, protection, lot of purposes can be included there. For that reason, they do the modification themselves, modify themselves to live in a better place, to live in a better way. Okay. And the first আমরা কি দেখলাম, আমরা দেখলাম যে stems গুলো যেগুলো থাকে, the tendricles থাকে. Tendricles means it's just a very weak stem, and their stem is not enough. They require a proper support. They require proper support of anything it could be, and with that support, they just climb up. এটা উপরে ওঠে, and what they do, এটা just climb up করে, just উপরে ওঠে, and উপরে ওঠে, what they start to get more nutrition. They just stabilize themselves, lot of things. Suppose example of grapes, pumpkins, kyunki we must have seen that pumpkin gulo thake na ekdom matite puro chhoriye thake, je kumro boli amra, and puro matite over the floor they just spread it, purota matite tara chhoriye thake, and their stem is very weak in nature. They require a certain kuti lage ba kichote certain bamboo stick lage to stand. And this is how they modify themselves to survive, to live, to get the nutrition, and to also give to the nature whatever they are making. Another one is pollam auxiliary bird. Auxiliary bird ta amra pollam just they modify themselves for what? For which purpose are modified korche? In certain regions they don't get enough water. So যেহেতু তারা ওয়াটারটা পায় না in the certain cases, certain places, for that they just change themselves, they modify themselves. A lateral bud, এখানে ছিল bud, এখানে ছিল bud. Bud means just কলি টাইপ যেটা থাকে, very tiny structure, কলি টাইপ যেটা থাকে, যেটা ফুলের কলি বলি, বা by buds converts into the flower. But in that case a certain region এ তারা ওরা থাকে where that particular bud or their body structure is kind of that. In this kind of bud যেটা থাকে auxiliary bud, that bud converted into the thorn, means কাটাতে কনভার্ট হয়ে যায়. And কাটাতে কনভার্ট কেন হয়? যাতে তারা নিজেকে প্রোটেকশন করতে পারে from grazing. Any kind of যারা গ্রেজার থাকে, যে পার্টিকুলার অ্যানিমালস গুলো গ্রেজ করে, means just শিকার করে বা খায়, herbivores I can say, from that they can save themselves. On that note, for that purpose they just convert into the trees, and this is their specialty. In the citrus, all kind of citrus food you will get to see this kind of stem modification. And bougainvillea is a beautiful and flowering plants, beautiful. Next, as I said, that the arid region আমি just এখন বললাম যে those are the part of the body of the plant is the arid, means it's converted, it is present in the just moving in the air, moving into the air. That is called the arid region. And the examples I said that flattened opuntia, flashic cylindrical euphorbia, and chlorophyll for the photosynthesis. The photosynthesis power jonno taদের just stemটা থাকে, and that stem get modified. Okay, and more advantages are also included, that is that helps them to modification আরো বেশি help করবে. Best example if you ask, that is survival, protection, more nutrition, absorption. These are the reasons for the modification of the stem. Alright, now we're moving to the most important topic, that is leaves. Okay, so leaves এর মধ্যে আমরা দেখতে যাব যে leavesটা basically সবাই জানি how the leaves looks like. Now this leavesটার মধ্যে আমরা দেখতে যাব actually কি কি আছে তার মধ্যে. You all must have seen this kind of leaves in the hibiscus. Hibiscus, I hope we all know. Hibiscus means java ফুল. Okay, so in the hibiscus flower যেটা থাকে, hibiscus flower এর মধ্যে, in their entire plant you will get to see this kind of leaf, and see the structure. দেখো, this particular যে পার্টটা থাকে, in this particular part, cylindrical part, this cylindrical part is called the leaf base, and যে leaf base থেকে leafটা connected থাকে, this is called the petiole. Okay, and there is axillary bud, ছোট ছোট buds থাকে, এই যে মোটা জায়গাটা থাকে, this মোটা portion is called the axillary bud, and this is called the leaf base also, যেখান থেকে start হচ্ছে. And there is another structure, another emerging structure, this is called the stipule. and ওখান থেকে যে স্ট্রাকচার অফ দ্য লিফটা হচ্ছে, দিস ইজ কল্ড দ্য লিফ, অ্যান্ড এই যে বেসিস গুলো থাকছে, দিস আর দ্য বেসিস অফ দ্য লিভস। সি, these are the bases of the leaves, and these bases are called the lamina. These bases are called the lamina. Okay, so these are the few parts jeta thake ekta leaf er moddhe, and which has a another different type of significance. Okay, all right. So this was the auxiliary bud. This was the leaf bases. Leaf base ekhane ekta mota অংশ থাকে যেখান থেকে stipule টাও থাকে, stipule also present, and also the petiole starts. Means suppose this is a leaf, what এটা কি বলবো, this is a leaf base, এখান থেকে another leaf will be started. তো leaf starting যে যেখান থেকে leafটা start হবে, this part is called the petiole, the connecting part, and this is the leaf, and এটা একটা কিছুর সাথে কানেক্টেড থাকবে, তো this kind of strong cylindrical part এর সাথে কানেক্টেড থাকবে, তো এই পার্টটাকে বলা হয়, this part is called the leaf base. Okay, and here what this is kind of structure যেটা দেখবে একটা সোজা করে ছোট্ট একটা লিফ লাইক স্ট্রাকচার থাকবে, এটাকে বলবে স্টিপিউল। All right, this is called the stipule, and other than this এখানে এই পার্ট যেটা থাকবে, এখানে স্টিপিউল বের হচ্ছে, পেটিউল বের হচ্ছে, this part is called auxiliary bud. Okay, so entire thing is there. Leaf originated from the shoot, apical meristem, are arranged in an acropetal order. ঠিক আছে, acropetal order দ্বারা connected থাকে. A typical leaf consists of the three parts. The first part is a leaf base, second part is a petiole, third part is a lamina. So lamina basically I have not, lamina মানে এরকম ভাবে the bases will be there. This is called the lamina, and in that lamina you will get to see many veins, short veins দেখতে পাবে। ঠিক আছে, অনেক veins থাকে না, তো এই particular লিফটার মধ্যে তো অনেকগুলো veins আছে, and that vein is responsible for providing you nutrition. Minute veins are there. Okay, leaf is attached with the stem by leaf base, and which may bear two small leaf-like structure called the stipule. So leaf is attached with the stem. So leaf ta kothay? This is a leaf, and this leaf attached with the stem by leaf base. So leaf base ta konta? This is the leaf base. This is the entire leaf base. ঠিক আছে, এটার সাথে leafটা is connected via the petiole here. Alright, তিনটে তো পার্ট আছে, একটা leaf base, one is a leaf base, second is a petiole, and third is a lamina. These are the three components of the leaf. Okay, and যেহেতু একটা লিফ নিয়ে কথা বলছি, that's why I'm calling the leaf. যখন আমি অনেকগুলো লিফ নিয়ে কথা বলবো, we'll call it the leaves. Alright. Leaf base which may bear small leaf-like structure called the stipule. This is a leaf-like structure. It's a leaf-like structure but not leaf, just look like that. Middle prominent veins called the mid vein. This is called the mid vein. This is a mid vein. অনেকটা strong, একটা শক্ত অনেকটা মোটা থাকে এটা, আর rest of the parallel আর বাকি veins গুলো they are just tiny in structure, with veins that provide the rigidity to the leaf blade. Leaf blades means these are the leaf blades. These are the leaf blades. And acts like a channel for the transport of water and the minerals. So what they do? They just transport. তা শুধু ট্রান্সপোর্ট করে, কি ট্রান্সপোর্ট করে? ওয়াটার ট্রান্সপোর্ট করে, from one place to the another place, from the lower to the higher. They just transport it, that's it. Okay. The arrangement of veins and veinlets in lamina called the venation. So যেরকম ভাবে vein and veinlets means vein, the mid vein you can see, the other tiny structure of the vein you can see, the way they arrange in the entire leaf, this is called the venation. তো ভেনেশন বুঝতে পেরেছো, এটা একটা এক্সাম্পল নেওয়া হয়েছে অফ দ্য হিবিস্কাস, যে ফ্লাওয়ারিং প্লান্টটা থাকে, জবা ফুলের যে ফ্লাওয়ারিং প্লান্টটা থাকে তার একটা লিফের। and the main part I say the three, one is a petiole, first is a leaf base from which the another petiole is getting emerge. ওই petiole থেকে leaf will be emerge and leaf এর মধ্যে যেটা থাকে lamina. So three of them make a most important type or most important part of the leaf itself. Okay, all right, moving to the next slide. This is a venation, reticular venation and a parallel venation. I will show you how they look like. Okay, so reticular venation and the parallel venation. Reticular venation, reticular venation means and parallel venation মধ্যে দুটোর মধ্যে তফাৎ আছে, দুটো রকমের দেখতে লাগে, ঠিক আছে, দুটো রকমের দেখতে লাগে and they have a quite differences. So let's find out. I will draw for you all. First one, veinlets form a network and network is absent. Parallel, no network is there. There is a network. Veins are irregularly distributed, means there is no regular or parallel, but here the veins are parallel to another. এখানে ভীষণ beautiful থাকে reticular. It is present in dicotyledonous like gram, pea, beans and mango. Just imagine the mango leaf. Mango leafটা যেরকম ভাবে থাকে বা gram, peas, beans যাদের leafটা এরকম ভাবে থাকে, this is called the reticular, and it is present in monocotyledonous grass, bananas and rice. Monocotyledonous like grass, bananas and rice plant, you will get to see this. And the reticular like this kind of flower you will see. This is a reticular. Okay, and there is no ultimate way the veins can distribute it in any other form, in any other way distributed hote pare, and there is no particular line for distribution. Okay, and here the parallel, they are so beautiful and they are just look, they are parallelly distributed, their veins are parallelly distributed in a beautiful manner. Okay, this is called the parallel, this is called the parallel venation, and this is called the reticular venation. And this is a parallel venation. Okay, the examples we quite know. This is present in the dicotyledonous and this is the monocotyledonous. This is you will find in the rice plant এর মধ্যে দেখতে পাবে, and this is you will find in the mango, peas, beans and other. Okay, so as you can see, veinlets form a network. They actually form a network for getting more nutrients, and veins are regularly distributed. There is no way, but here you can see the beautiful distribution everywhere. Okay, all right. In the next slide, there are the types of leaves I want to say, and the types of leaves we'll be talking about something phyllotaxy. Okay, so here the types of leaves are two types. One is a compound leaves, another is a simple leaf. So compound and simple leaf, compound leaves and the simple leaf, right? Simple leaves are simple like the mango tree वगैरह तो जेरकम থাকে, and compound leaves are pinnately compound and palmately compound. Pinnately compound, I'm showing how they look like. They just, this is how the leaf arranged over the stem. This is how they are arranged, and this kind of leaf is called the pinnate leaf. Means they have there are multiple types of leaves will be present over a stem, multiple, and in between the stem there is a what gap. This gap is called the rachis. This is called the rachis. Okay, in between these two leaves there is a gap. This is called the rachis. Okay, so this is a pinnately compound leaves, and palmately means palm, like our palm they present. This is how they present. Okay, this is called, it's not a good looking diagram, but they're trying to say that is a palmate leaf, and this is present in a cotton plant. And simple যেটা আমি দেখালাম ম্যাঙ্গো and other hibiscus plant এ যেরকম থাকে, they look like এরকম ভাবে normal leaf যেটা থাকে. Okay, here they are different. Palmate is a palm like structure থাকে. Okay. Moving to the next and last slide. And in this one, last slide এ আমাদের phyllotaxy আমি just একটু বলবো, and phyllotaxy is important here. A leaf is having the single or the undivided lamina called the simple leaf, and the insertion do not touch with the midrib. The examples are mango and guava. যেরকম normal leaf থাকে সেরকম ভাবে তারা দেখতে লাগে, and having a single or undivided lamina. The lamina means, we know the lamina is called, যেটা আমি এখন দেখালাম, lamina is a part of the leaf itself. And there are normal থাকে, they are not connected with each other, not connected, they are not making a connection. And arekta থাকে when the insertion of the lamina reach up to the midrib and breaking into the number of leaflets. It is called the compound leaves. And compound leaves say one connected with the another. একটার সাথে আরেকটা connected থাকবে, and the structure of the leaf will be different and little bit complex as well. जैसे कि first one is a pinnately leaves, a number of the leaflets are present into a common axis called the rachis. हम rachis টা কি বললাম? This is how they look. This is how they look. এভাবে ভাবে flowers গুলো arrange থাকবে over the stem. Okay, this is called the rachis. Rachis means from one to another the distance টা থাকে. This is called the rachis. This is not an internode, this is a rachis. আর এটা নিম গাছের মধ্যে আমরা দেখতে পাই pinnately, and there is a palmately. Palmately means leaflets are attached to common point, palm like structure. This is our palm and they are attached with the palm. These are the fingers, these fingers are attached with the palm. This is called the palmately. Just like this. This is how they present. Look, okay, this is the examples of the silk cotton. The pattern of arrangement of the leaves over the stem or the branches is called the phyllotaxy. Now the most important point is a phyllotaxy. What is phyllotaxy? Phyllotaxy means how leaves are arranged over the stem or over the branch. Okay, so branch or stem এর উপরে কিভাবে তার arrangementটাকে বলা হয় phyllotaxy, and আমরা next class এ পড়বো about the inflorescence, where the arrangement of the flower, and we are reading the arrangement of the leaves over here. Leaves arrangementটা পড়ছি on the stem or on the branch. First one is the alternate type phyllotaxy. Second of all, the opposite type of phyllotaxy. And alternate type of phyllotaxy means the single leaf arises with the each node in a China rose. China rose means java full, hibiscus. Here we'll see the alternate. Opposite means they are opposite to each other. In the next slide, the pictures are included. A pair of leaves arise from the each node opposite to each other. जैसे कि guava. Guava means পেয়ারা গাছের মধ্যে আমরা দেখতে পাই opposite type. Another is the more than the two leaves arise at a node form a whole like structure. This is called the whole type of phyllotaxy. Whole means একটা ব্রাঞ্চের উপর when more and more leaves they just formed, যখন তারা produced হয় just a whole like অনেকগুলো একসাথে ঝুম টাইপের তারা produced হয়. This is called the whole phyllotaxy. Example Elstonia. The leaves are modified to perform the other functions like converted to tendrils for climbing, in peace, and spines for the defense of the cactus. Cactus spines কেন থাকে? To protect themselves from the grazing. That's why spines are there. And other leaves সেরকম থাকে convert tendrils. Tendrils means they just, this is how they এরকম ভাবে converted হয়ে যায়. And these leaves, this kind of leaves, they stem উপরে থাকে, they are not strong. They are very thin and they are very weak. They require support. जैसे कि examples are peace. Okay, so this slide is for the proper identification and idea. This যেটা এখন পড়লাম, this is called the alternate. Alternate means, as you can see, this is a beautiful stem over here. ঠিক আছে তো? Arrangement of the leaves, they are arranged over the stem or over the branch, and this is called the phyllotaxy. And in this one, as you can see, this is a one leaf, ওটার অল্টারনেটে আরেকটা দিকে আরেকটা লিফ, এটা এখানে একটা লিফ, ওটার অল্টারনেটে আরেকটা দিকে আরেকটা লিফ, means alternate ভাবে they are just situated, beautifully arranged over the branch or over the stem. This is called the alternate, and alternate examples will be China rose. Okay, next one is opposite. Opposite means you can see this is a branch over here, strong branch, and opposite, এটার opposite এটা আসে, এটা opposite এটা আসে, এটা opposite এটা আসে, but এখানে কি ছিল, there was alternate, এখানে একটা আছে তো ওটা ঠিক উল্টা দিকে and little bit lower side the another leaf will be there, but here exactly same point the leaves will be emerged, and this is called the opposite. Examples are guava. We all love guava fruit. Next one is a hold. Hold type of, they are just, you can see this is a stem, strong stem, and in this stem there is a single point, and in that single point, from that single point more and more leaves are getting formed. অনেকগুলা leaves এখানে কি হয়ে যাচ্ছে, formed হচ্ছে। আরেকটা আমি draw করে দিই, and অনেকগুলা leaves যখন একসাথে formed হচ্ছে, these are called the holes. Whole means একসাথে ঝুন্ড হয়ে তারা form করা, there is a whole type of phyllotaxy, and see here also the more and more leaves they are getting formed, এটা whole type এর তারা structure form করছে, this is called whole phyllotaxy, and examples are elstomia. Okay, so these were the different structure, যদি আমরা এভাবে মনে রাখি তো it will be very easy to recall the phyllotaxy, that is arrangement. This is called arrangement. Arrangement of leaves, okay, over branch or stem. And in the next class, the most important topic I will start, that is the inflorescence. Okay, and that is inflorescence, their orders, different types of inflorescence, সেগুলো পড়বো, and also kind of estivations পড়বো, they are all are important, but before that you have to know what is phyllotaxy. These are the three types, and their types are different from each other. Okay, I hope I have cleared your all the doubts. Stay tuned with the Crazy Science and keep studying, keep motivating yourself. Thank you.